I see you, not the you that you project to the world, not the carefully constructed smile, the capable exterior, the I'm fine that you have perfected. I see behind the curtain. See the heart that is secretly, silently, desperately hurting. I see the ache you carry in the quiet moments, the weight you feel when the distractions cease and you are left alone with your own soul. You believe this pain is a private shame, a weakness to be managed, a flaw to be hidden at all costs. You fear that if anyone saw the true depth of your hurt, they would run or judge you or offer you empty platitudes that only make you feel more alone. So you guard it, build walls around it. You become the stoic jailer of your own suffering. But I am here to speak a truth directly into that secret, guarded place. I am here to tell you that your secret hurt is not the problem you think it is. It is not a sign of your failure. It is not a mark of your weakness. Your secret hurt is a holy symptom. It is the compass needle of your soul, trembling violently, pointing away from the illusions of this world and pointing directly, desperately, at me. It is a sacred invitation, a homing signal from the deepest part of you, calling out for its true home. This is a message for that hidden place. I will not offer you a formula. I will not give you a 5-step plan to feel better. I will offer you myself, and I will show you how the very wound you are hiding is the exact place I have chosen to meet you, to enter in, and to pour a healing that you have, until now, deemed impossible. Think of your heart as a house, and in this house, there is a room you keep locked. Inside that room is your secret hurt, the grief, the betrayal, the shame, the profound disappointment. You have pushed it all into this room and barricaded the door. You spend so much of your energy making sure no one can get in and that no sound of the weeping inside can ever get out. You dedicate your life to decorating the rest of the house. You paint the walls of your career with bright colors of success. You furnish the living room of your social life with laughter and activity. You make sure the facade of the house looks perfect to every passerby, but the entire house is cold. A chill emanates from that locked room, a silent sorrow that permeates everything. No matter how beautifully you try to decorate over it, you live in constant, low-grade anxiety, terrified that someone might find the key, that the door might swing open and reveal the mess you have so carefully concealed. You believe I am outside that door, knocking, asking you to clean up the room before I will enter. You think you must somehow heal yourself, or at least make the hurt presentable, before you can invite me in. This is the greatest lie you have believed. Listen to me. I am not outside the door. I have been inside that locked room with you all along. I have been sitting with you in the darkness. I have been witnessing every tear. I have been present in every moment of your silent agony. I have never left. The only thing that has been missing is your acknowledgement. I have been waiting for you to simply turn around in the midst of your pain and see that you have never, not for 1 second, been alone in it. The healing does not begin when you finally manage to open the door and step out. The healing begins when you finally turn to me on the inside of the room and whisper, "You are here." Another reason you hide your hurt is because you see it as a wound, and the world has taught you that wounds are unsightly. Imagine you have a deep gash on your arm, but instead of taking it to a physician, you are ashamed of it. You cover it with a tight, clean bandage. To everyone else, it looks like you just have a minor sprain. You function, you work, you smile, you tell everyone you're fine, but underneath the bandage, away from the light and the air, the wound cannot heal. It becomes infected. The pain intensifies. The poison begins to spread through your whole system. The very thing you are doing to hide the wound is the thing that is making it toxic, making it deadly. Your secret hurt is that infected wound. Your secrecy is the bandage. Your smile is the performance. The growing ache, the spreading despair is the infection. The pain is not the problem. The pain is a merciful signal that the wound needs air. it needs light. It needs the touch of the healer. To keep it hidden is to guarantee that it will fester and eventually poison every part of your life. The strength you think you are showing by hiding it is a false strength. It is the strength of denial, the strength of pride. True strength, the strength that I honor, is the courage to pull back the bandage and say, "Physician, I am wounded. I cannot heal myself. I need your help. And what is the purpose of this pain? Why do I allow it?" Your mind screams this question in the dark. If you are good, why does this hurt so much? You think my will for you is a life of ease, comfort, and unbroken happiness. That is a human definition of a good life, not a divine one. Your pain is not a punishment. It is a tool. It is a spiritual nerve, and it is functioning perfectly. When you touch a hot stove, the nerves in your hand send an excruciating signal of pain to your brain. That pain is a gift. It causes you to pull your hand away before it is burned to the bone. Would you call the pain of a burn evil? Or would you recognize it as a merciful alarm system designed to protect you from greater destruction? Your secret hurt is a spiritual nerve. It's firing off a signal of excruciating pain to your soul. It's telling you that you have placed your hand on the hot stove of this world. You have put your trust in something or someone who was never designed to bear it. You have sought life from a source that only produces death. The pain is a merciful gift, designed to make you pull your hand away from the illusion and place it into the nail-scarred hand of your Savior. To numb the pain with distractions, with addictions, with endless activity is the equivalent of cutting that spiritual nerve. You might stop feeling the ache for a while, but you are allowing your soul to be destroyed without even realizing it. I allow the pain because I love you too much to let you be consumed by the fire of a false reality. The hurt is also my chisel. I am the master sculptor. You are the marble. See in you a masterpiece, a reflection of my own glory. But that masterpiece is trapped inside the raw, rough block of your ego, your self-reliance, your fears, your worldly attachments. To reveal the masterpiece, I must chip away everything that is not it. Every strike of the chisel is a trial. Every piece of marble that falls away is a loss, a disappointment, a failure, a hurt. You, from the perspective of the marble, feel only the violence of the blow. You feel only the loss. You cry out, "I am being diminished. I am being broken." But one, the sculptor, see the emerging beauty. I see the face of a saint being carved from the stone of your suffering. The pain is the evidence that I am at work. A block of marble left alone in the quarry feels no pain, but it also has no glory. I allow the hurt because I am making you into something eternal. The process is painful, but the result is glory. I am not wasting a single tear, not a single moment of your secret agony. It is all being used to shape you into a vessel that can contain more of my joy, more of my love, and more of my presence. The pain carves out the capacity within you. The deeper the sorrow, the greater the capacity for joy that I can pour into you. So, how do you move from secret hurt to divine healing? It is not a formula. It is a turning. It is a journey of 180 degrees. Healing does not begin when the pain stops. Healing begins when the hiding stops. The first step is the acknowledgement. This is the most terrifying and most liberating step. It does not require you to tell another human being yet. It simply requires you to be honest with me. It requires you to go into that locked room of your heart, to stop pretending I am not there, and to finally look at me in the darkness. And you just speak the truth. I hurt. I am not fine. I am broken. I am angry. I am terrified. I have been trying to handle this alone, and I have failed. I have been hiding it from everyone, maybe even from you. But you are here. You see it all, and I can't do this anymore. This is not a prayer of failure. This is the prayer of ultimate victory. This is the sound of the key turning in the lock from the inside. This is the moment the bandage begins to be unwound. This is the moment healing is released. The second step is the invitation. Your prayer has often been, God, take this pain away from me. It is a prayer of extraction. I want to teach you a new prayer, a prayer of invitation. Instead of asking me to take the pain away, I want you to ask me to come into the pain with you. Say, Lord, enter into this specific hurt. Sit with me in this specific memory. Show me your presence in the midst of this specific fear. This prayer changes everything. It stops treating your pain as a cursed space you must escape, and it begins to consecrate it as a holy ground where you can meet me in a new and more intimate way. When I enter into the pain with you, I do not always remove it immediately. Instead, I begin to transfigure it. I fill it with my presence. The meaning of the pain begins to change. It is no longer a sign of your abandonment, but a proof of my intimate companionship. The third step is the surrender of the why. Much of your secret suffering is fueled by the relentless, looping question in your mind. Why? Why did this happen? Why me? What did I do to deserve this? This question is a cage. It keeps you chained to the past, endlessly performing an autopsy on your pain, which only deepens the wound. The step of faith is to consciously surrender your need to understand why. You must release the demand for an explanation. The why is often beyond your mortal comprehension. And you must replace the question of why with trust in who. You say, I do not understand why this happened. I may never understand it in this life, but I trust who holds my life in his hands. I trust his character, his goodness, and his sovereignty, even when I cannot trace his hand. When you surrender the why, the cage door swings open. You are no longer a prisoner of the past, but a pilgrim walking toward a future held by a trustworthy God. The final step is the small act of externalizing. After the deep secret work between you and me, I will often prompt you to take a small step of breaking the agreement with isolation. This does not mean broadcasting your pain on social media. It means choosing one safe, trusted, faith-filled personal friend, a pastor, a counselor, and sharing a piece of your story. You do not do this to get their advice or to be fixed by them. You do it as an act of obedience, to declare that the secret no longer has power over you. You are bringing what was in darkness into the light of a safe community. And in that vulnerable act of sharing, you will often find that your wound becomes a source of healing for them as well. Your secret hurt is not a barrier to me. It is your designated point of contact. It is the altar upon which you can offer the greatest sacrifice, your pride, your control, and your carefully constructed image. Stop guarding your pain. Start consecrating it by inviting me into it. The world tells you that your scars are a reason for shame. I tell you that in my kingdom, scars are the mark of a warrior. They are the testimony that you were wounded, but you were healed, and you have a story that can bring hope to others. The transformation you seek is waiting for you, not on the other side of your pain, but right in the middle of it. In the locked room, in the secret place. Just turn, just acknowledge me, and let the healing begin. If this message has touched the secret, hurting place in your heart, like this message as a sign that you have heard. Comment with the single word "seen" to declare that you are ready to stop hiding and to be seen by the only one who matters. Share this message. You know someone else who's wearing a mask? Okay, this might be the key to their locked room. Okay, and follow this channel to continue receiving the truth that sets the captive free.